how exactly I'm going to word this what if. So if you get mad at me at any given point in time, please be aware that that's your decision. I'm okay with that. There's nothing I could really do. Anyway, this would be what if Naruto had found some Aburame clan like cursed ants. I'll explain that. Just give me a second. I'll get into the video now. Y'all won't have. We start this off with Naruto's birth going to canon, and every other thing that leading up to Naruto going into the academy. The only difference is that the Aburame is acting real shady because as much as it came to my attention that they're like enveloped in like half all the Anbu in the group, including Danzo, who's not each other. That's all. Anyway, so being aware of all of this, they decided that they were going to try to experiment with some bugs, and they decided to so they're experimenting. Now this is over the course of basically Naruto is hired like eating up. So this is not during the course of Naruto's actual school. So yeah, they're experimenting. Like they're trying to on the other side, weird. Anyway, so trying to get in a bond with somebody, but every other person either gets like completely devoured or like they can't feed them chakra, and you can actively see the ants eating them away, like it hurts. They devour the chakra completely. Like anyway, so they're trying, and eventually they stop. And around the time Shino would be able to time, they decided like, no, Shino really wanted to try though. He thought he'd be able to do it. At this point in time, they were just trying to see if anybody could control it. Shino just happened to control something more dangerous. So it's not instinct. He showed some skill in it. So yeah, Naruto takes the exam. He ends up finding out he just might not be able to pass it. He gets I don't remember his name. Finally, that whole conversation goes on. Naruto runs off, but instead of like, he knows at this point in time, he kind of knows the Sharingan technique, but he's stuck in fear. Like he watched Yuji take a kunai and still run. So Naruto running, and he falls into like this little cave. But it looked like, you looked inside, like it was covered up. Naruto literally just ran through the by sheer accident. And like the dude, he runs past him, and Naruto like looking around. And at this point in time, he don't know where yet. He knows he can't go back up there and do this. So he goes deeper into like a smaller cave there. And after a while, he's not the door. Right? But he noticed like the door got a whole bunch of shit. So that's not good. I mean, it is, but it's still got two lines, whatever that is. Isn't worse than what's behind me. So he goes back there, he's going back to the seals. After a while, the dude that was searching for him, he gets like this weird little ominous feeling. Right? So he goes back to double back when Naruto just vanished, and he finds like these bushes, and he walks in the bushes and he finds the door like halfway creeped open. And when he walks up to the door, he opens the door, and he looks in to find Naruto basically like foaming up at the mouth, just spazzing out on the floor, right? And like covered in ants. So at this point in time, he panics and grabs the scroll and leaves. But at this point in time, the seal is broken. He just opened the door more, so like the ants can now start to give off the little energy that they got. This dude, they did some they're not like the normal. Part of this came from the influence of something I've seen. Anyway, yeah, so people like these are really Anbu members come down in front of them, and they're, funnily enough, Aburame clan members. So they look around and like, how did you know what this was, right? And now they're really mad. So like they start coming out with the insects and things. And a few seconds, like before he can even respond, he just falls down. And when he falls, they see like Naruto just barely look like he barely conscious, just standing there with the scroll in his hand. There. Then he holds the scroll out and then just falls to the floor, right? But when when the Aburame clan members look down, dude's body is literally being drained almost all chakra. Like they can sense the shit disappearing. And then the ants are like slowly starting to make their way back to the zone. So they're like, they bonded to him, right? But they can't say this out loud because there's a whole bunch of other people coming. And nobody's really supposed to know about this. So, they kind of just bite their tongue and pray that Naruto just doesn't spill beans and he just doesn't lash out and fight with rage. Anyway, yeah, so, it was black and power, you know, weird. Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. Anyway, so, like, the rest of everybody get there. They find dude, but they're not going to and dude, like, gives it to the guys. He tells them that Naruto is off the right? But when they get up, he's finally able to move. Everybody else is headed back. But when everybody got up there to find Naruto just laying out on the floor, nobody took it as a second guess because they assumed the dude just beat him up. Because Naruto literally looked like he just went to jail, right? But the Aburame clan members, the entire time they're coming back to the Leaf Village, ain't said not a word, right? So Naruto gets to the hospital, they get him situated, they get him to some part of the story. He apologizes because he wakes up like an hour or two after. But he apologizes for stealing the scroll, whatever. But like he's just staring at the Aburame clan members, like. And at this point in time, the Abu, like one of the Abu members, asked, like this dude, so he like straight back to their headquarters, and he like burst in the room, and like he starts screaming and trying to explain what's going on. It won't be. Anyway, yeah, so he's in there, he's frantically explaining what's going on. As he's trying to explain it, the dude like stops him like, I know. There's nothing we can really do about it. You don't know how, like, we never really got to test their strength outside of just, enduring, like, having them endure things outside of the host. We don't know how strong they are with the host, let alone Nine Tails. Mercy, right? Anyway, so, they basically just, like, the dude, the Aburame clan leader, asks them, Shinobi, because, they know that Shinobi is in the same class with Naruto. They class Shinobi. Get him to that house. See what he got going on. Make sure he okay. Right? So, we go back to school. They get Naruto. How we get to and he's walking. Naruto, he just like sits down and Shinobi sits next to him and Sasuke walks over there and although he don't really like sit next to Naruto, this is Sasuke. He tells Sasuke, hey, like he tells Shinobi, I'm sitting in my seat. And Naruto looks over and he's like, you should. And Shinobi gets up and he's like, my bad. Go sit down in his seat. And Sasuke, he's like, I need your backup, Naruto. Naruto looks at him. I don't care what you need. And Sasuke, after this remark, he gets real mad. Like, who does Naruto think he is? Like, they fought at the beginning of the school year, and Naruto and Sasuke was not like, yeah, Sasuke was like, Naruto think he is. And at this point in time, Naruto is really not taking too much. He takes it. So, they do things like that. Naruto, he really just cannot wait till he can like go and do something else. He does not want to be in the class. Because as much as he like all of his friends, he can feel the chakra, and in his mind, all he can like feel is trying to eat something. And since Sasuke is sitting right next to him, and Sasuke is plentiful in chakra, a rare piece of meat basically to the ants. They're like spazzing underneath his skin. And Shino kind of sees this and he walks over like behind Naruto, like basically moving past Sasuke and like kind of chat Sasuke's attention. And when he looks over at Naruto, he sees Naruto like this dude's strange look, right? And Shino tells him like, this is probably my house. Wait. And Naruto looks at him like this shrugs him up. And Naruto at this point in time, he raises his hand, he's like, can I go? And the dude's like, yo, no, you can't. I need, you know, you're gonna get split up in teams. Naruto's like, I just need to go. And like, Naruto, you have to stay. You can't go anywhere. You get your team leader in a while. And Naruto just gets up and walks out the back. You know, like follows him. And at this point in time, Sasuke's interested. She's never seen Naruto like that. Everybody was talking. Naruto's never been like that. He goes outside, like he follows after Shinobi. And he's like his instructor. He just be like, he's mad now because like nobody's listening to him. But everybody else is like, see, they don't know what's going on. Everybody is still with them. The only person besides those to the ball out. Besides that, so they went out to see like Naruto, the friend, like he's searching for him. But like he gets out to like the middle part of the corridor and like he just falls out just like spazzing. You know, like he looks back at Sasuke and tells Sasuke to get back, right? And when he say this, Sasuke looked down at Naruto to see like a whole bunch of like ants start coming out of like where the cloak would be. So like all around like his shoulders and stuff, right up that area. He starts seeing ants. You start pulling at Naruto's body, right? And all of like the blood is like so at this point in time, Naruto and the Aburame members that like saw him the other day, like, oh, this isn't good, is it? And at this point in time, everybody in the classroom is heard Naruto. They're just staring out the window and seeing a whole bunch of like weird purple mist come out of like Naruto's like cloak. So at this point in time, they're thinking, oh, well, we're all gonna die. So they're panicking and stuff. And like every other actual shinobi, they know what this is. It's like it's an insect, but Naruto's not Aburame. So how the fuck? So they go down there, and at this point in time, it's like attracting another person that's close enough to sense the real element of chakra, and then right? And eventually, what is this like? Because Danzo's interested. This is like the second weird he goes and he sees Naruto just sitting out, just laid out on the floor, and they see like small blood ball, like basically boxing in, and he constantly has to it's like a pretty decent height. Just enough to they don't know what these things do, and as far as they're aware, they suck chakra out of people. That's not good. It's not good at all. Right? So the Aburame clan leader gets there. He explains the reason Danzo, you know, that he doesn't really trust Danzo, and he really was using like one of their secret labs to do experiments with him. And when they get bonuses and get the experiments properly, get the experiments right, or get anybody to bond with them, they kind of still wait. They're literally not expecting anybody to be dumb enough to just peel off the fucking seals that they had the ants, you know, concealed, like, you know, hidden. So they're a little wild. So you know, he understands, you know, at least they had him hidden. He doesn't approve of the experiment, like he's so pissed. And now he has to go and deal with it, possibly psychotic numbers. So, you know, he takes some time to do something about tells him like they tried. Their insects aren't necessarily equipped. Like, I mean, they're good. Like he's trying to explain it, and the leader tells him like they eat chocolate and a lot of it. So any other bug that has any small amount of chocolate, you know, they just keep going. And after a while, they hear a whole bunch of like the ants start dying down. After a while, they realize that it's dying. So they really start giving them defense. At this point, now they get damn ants steal, try to get tails. Everybody do that. So they get ready for battle. And the ants bring some out of the body of Naruto's name. At this point, now they don't see Naruto. Look at that. Naruto, like, he gets up. Well, you know, I don't know. You remember they did that. And at this point, like, they're back to acting like the normal, like, when you would, they like to live inside the body. And everybody is complete disbelief. They want to ball his ass up with him underneath his door, right? So, and all these people around Naruto are trying to discuss what they want to do. One of of the older Aburame fandom is telling them, like, either way it goes, we have to address the fact that he somehow managed to subdue them. Because this would have been disastrous had they got out. And like one of the other people chime in, they're like, yeah, but had we not placed those walls around him, they would have got out and killed people anyway. And another Google Clan member, younger people who still had a little friend, like, you know, y'all weren't doing the illegal experiments, none of this would have happened anyway. And one of you know, he just threatened me to shut the shit up, like, you know, he just cut on that. Like, get mad, he's screaming, you're not having this. Right, so he walked over to Naruto, he asked him, Naruto did that. And with a straight face, tell me, what's going on? After a while, everybody, like, they can't hear Naruto. After Naruto answered, I don't know, they're still talking, they can hear it murmuring, they don't know their conversation. So Hiruzen comes back with like this real disturbed look on his face, right? And Hiruzen tells everybody, just like we, like, you know, he tells a few, Aburame member and a Hyuga member to like get Naruto back to his house, right? That's it. Besides that, don't do shit else, right? So, Naruto's interested. He's like, what did he tell you? And, like, Hiruzen looks at him like weird, like he's looking at him, he's like, stay away from Naruto. He's not Naruto. And he goes from being concerned. He looks at Naruto and he's like, as much as you want to get your hands on me, I'll tell you right now, this is not the moment. Right? And Hiruzen walks away, and that kind of shivered down Naruto's spine. Not only did Hiruzen just admit to knowing that Naruto is secretly trying to keep it on, but he just told him to not go after this one. So it's special. Like, this doesn't do anything to make you more interested. And Hiruzen, knowing this, he kind of just says, I shouldn't say anything. And, like, he just keeps walking. And at this point in time, one of, like, the Hyuga clan leader himself, he gets interested. He goes over, and he's asking him, like, he pulls Hiruzen off to the side. And he's like, you know, you can hide this like them. You have to know. And my daughter's in the same class. Like, in the same school. She's going up with this person. She can fight them on the side. I have to know. Dude's spine. He asked him to tell him again, like, is that exactly what he said? And Hiruzen looks at him with a straight face and is like, yes, he looked me in the face and told me when he was down there doing all of that on the floor, they were hungry and wasn't for his chakra, right? And at this point in time, like, this gets the Hyuga dude thinking, because, like, he knows that the Aburame insects use their host chakra. So why would these ones spaz out? Because Naruto, as far as they're aware, is an Uzumaki. But Naruto also has faulty chakra due to the Nine Tails. So everybody, like, you know, Hiruzen, like, just explaining his conundrum, he's like, yeah, you know, there's not really too much we can do in this situation. It's not, right? Unless Naruto gets some control over his chakra, eventually the ants are just going to take control, or eventually just envelop the whole Leaf Village at some point in time. And if we try to kill him, there's no guarantee that we can seal off the ants after we kill him, you know? And at this point in time, he's not mad at Naruto, like, for what Naruto is. He mad at the situation that Naruto was putting everybody else in, and the situation that Naruto is in himself, right? So he tells Hiruzen, he puts a hand on Hiruzen's shoulder, and he tries to tell him, like, hey, it's all right, we gonna get him through this, right? And Hiruzen, not really understanding why he's so, like, attached to Naruto all of a sudden, he tries to ask about it. He's like, why are you so interested in Naruto, right? And, like, why did you just want to help him all of a sudden? You weren't interested before. And, like, he tells him a while back, Naruto saved Hinata from some bullies. She's been grateful ever since. I don't think she want him to turn into some type of monster over something that he can't control, right? And Arusa was like, okay, well, I guess we could work together on this. And like, yeah, so they continue to walk. And after a while, Kakashi get told what his team is, and instead of it being Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura, it would be Sasuke, Naruto, and Shino, because they wanted somebody else that's at least knowledgeable or more experienced with insects to be at least around if Naruto just so happens to go, you know, right? So they meet up, and well, Shino goes to Naruto's door and tells him that their group leader wants to meet up, and Naruto, he really isn't interested. And actually, Naruto kind of find like he gets this weird feeling when he's around the Aburame clan leaders. Like the insects themselves don't want to mess with the Aburame clan like at all, right? So Naruto, like as like Shino tells him this, Naruto shuts the door. He's like, okay, he shuts the door, and then he opens it a few minutes later, and he walks out. And Shino tells him like, you don't have to be a jerk, right? And at this point in time, Shino just trying to find like any way to talk to Naruto because he's actually like he's trying to be nice. He's trying to see what Naruto got going on because he know Naruto going through a lot, especially for somebody that just got some insects that he definitely didn't ask for, right? So Naruto tell him like, we could just go to the training ground. You don't have to. We don't have to make like conversation. And this kind of shuts like the whole of Shino's plan like complete. Like he just kind of cut Shino's plans all up, and he's like, oh, okay. Right? So they just like they keep walking, and eventually they meet up with Sasuke, and Sasuke is looking at Naruto like, "Hey, you good, bro? What's all that about?" And Naruto tells him like, so apparently the Aburame clan did a bunch of experiments on some ants, and I found them, and now I'm here, right?" And Sasuke was like, "That okay? So where we going? Like, I mean, not where we going, where y'all going?" And Shino tells him, "Well, I was going to get you, but since you just met up with us, I guess we can start heading to the training ground because Kakashi want to meet up with us." And Sasuke, he not excited, but he was anticipating this. He was like, I kind of figured after the whole uproar today in class, they wouldn't necessarily be making us go back to the school to meet our people, right? And Naruto, like, he kind of hangs his head down. He like, my bad. And Sasuke, like, he kind of like laughed. He like, what do you mean, bro? That was hilarious. Not like I wasn't terrified or nothing, right? And Shino tells him like, oh yeah, not like you weren't terrified, right? And this kind of makes Sasuke mad. He's like, who the fuck are you, right? And no, like Shino look at him. He like, we just had a conversation. But all of this is interrupted because at this point in time they made it to the training ground, and Kakashi mad because Kakashi thought they was gonna be there because he thought since all that stuff happened, Naruto wouldn't. That's like they would have assumed that they would have made it there before Naruto. Naruto would have been the last one there, but everybody went to go get Naruto. Funnily enough, so Kakashi was the only one early. So he was a little irritated. He told him about the bail test, and Naruto like he just kind of shrugs it off. He was like, oh, so this is another test before we're allowed to sit in your group, and he's like, yeah, and Shino like he's like, what? We already been through the whole academy. And Sasuke kind of scoffs at this, and he's like, "That's crazy. You got to go through a whole nother." And Kakashi cuts him off. I don't want to hear none of that, right? And this kind of like takes like this kind of throws him off, and he tells him, if you don't pass, I'ma just expel you. I got the power to do that. You won't be a shinobi. You have to go back through the whole little thing again, all over again, right? So like he basically tells him it's these two bells. I gotta get the two bells. That's it. Get the bells. Right? Only two of y'all is passing, right? So Naruto and Shino look at each other, and Sasuke look at Naruto, and Naruto look at Sasuke. And Kakashi, knowing that these three might actually like knowing that Naruto got some weird ants in him because he was debriefed before getting his squad, and knowing that Shino is actually mildly experienced, like his team right now ain't no slouch, right? They're not a bad team by any margin. So like after he says that, he vanishes into a substitution jutsu. And this is where I'm gonna end this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace.